What is God, divine source, really? Why do we believe in it? Is it a blind faith, or is it something deeper than that? Understanding what God is and what really happens when you meditate or when you pray will allow you to use your belief and your energy that you put out to manifest the reality that you desire to manifest. Hey, it's Ieva and welcome to the Spirit Jungle. Today I would like to share with you a more simple way of understanding what God really is, especially if you have resistance to this word, because God, absolute creator, sometimes sounds way too mystical and religious, and that scares some people away. But if you will understand what is the purpose of believing in this mysterious energy, you will be able to use your belief to your advantage and become the master of your own reality. As I already mentioned in my other videos, God is pure raw consciousness or life force energy. It is the power that created all that exists and that works and expresses itself through everything in this existence, including you. But today I would like to share with you a different, simplified perspective. Think about it. Why do we believe in something that is bigger than us? What does it give to us to believe that something bigger than us and vaster than us even exists? Why, when you pray to God, to the highest of the highest, not your friend, your family member, or not even yourself? Why some mystical being or some mystical energy? When you pray to God because you believe that it is so much more powerful than you. And that belief on a deeper subconscious level makes you feel like you're not alone. It makes you feel like you do not have to carry the weight of all of your problems on your shoulders. So what it does, it makes you relax. That's one of the reasons why after certain spiritual practices or prayers you feel more relaxed. You feel like if there is something bigger than you, then maybe you can share a part of your problems with that consciousness. Maybe you can ask for its help, and that makes you feel a little bit more relaxed. It gives you hope, and all of a sudden you don't need to figure it all out. If we have a serious issue in our life that doesn't get resolved, no matter what we do, no matter who we talk to, eventually most of us starts losing faith in life, in people around us, and even in ourselves. We start losing faith that we can solve the problem. We do not feel like we can trust ourselves. And most often it is in those moments of our life that we turn into something that is bigger than us, like God. So what God really is, it is your ultimate source of trust. Something invisible, something that you do not fully understand, but something that gives you hope. So I'll repeat that again. This is the most important part to understand, is that God is your ultimate source of trust. If you would truly trust yourself, you probably wouldn't even need a source of trust outside of yourself. But that is extremely rare, and if it does happen, it usually comes with a price, because unconditional self-trust without profound ego work can lead to spiritual stagnation and also to power trip. I believe that that's how cult leaders are born. So since most of us do not have this unconditional trust in ourselves, we turn into something that we believe is higher than us. Because when we trust somebody, we feel less worried, we feel less stressed, we feel like we do not have to figure it all out, we feel like we do not have to carry all the problems on our shoulders, and we relax. And what's the most amazing is that when we trust, there's also a physical reaction that happens in our bodies. Our bodies relaxes, our circulation starts improving, energy flows better, and all the tension starts to melt away. And because of that, our heart is able to communicate with our brain once again, and all of a sudden we start getting insights, and all of a sudden we start feeling physically better. And that's how healing happens. And this kind of healing can happen every single day. You can heal right here and right now. You can find answers to your questions right here and right now. All you need to do is find your source of trust. If you don't feel like it can be you or your higher self, then maybe imagining Buddha, Jesus, or certain angels, or maybe just divine presence is all that you need at this moment. Ideally, you set intention to communicate to the highest of the highest, to beings of divine presence, or maybe raw consciousness, because there are also beings that you don't necessarily want to connect with. If you will establish a strong connection with your source of trust, and you will be able to fully relax and surrender, you will heal and you will manifest the life that you desire. And to be honest, it doesn't really matter if those beings actually exist or you create them. So trust your visions, trust whatever you see, because this is for your mind. It will help you train your mind and relax and surrender. However, talking about the mind, there is one issue, which is your mind. Your mind believes that it is not enough. Your mind thinks that you need to do something very special to achieve something in your life, that you need years of dedication, that you need some kind of special instructions. It thinks that you need to act. It believes that the more you will do, the more perfect you will be at doing some physical actions, the better the results will be. And this is a big mistake. But that is also the reason why so many people are seeking to see miracle healers or travel to sacred places to find love, find answers, find healing, because that feels more special to them. That feels like an action big enough to change something in their life, that grows their faith. And yes, if they do have enough of trust, they end up getting what they were searching for, because their belief is so big that they're able to finally trust, relax, and surrender. Of course, the energetics of certain healers and places are very strong, and that is another important reason, important part of healing. But how much energy will affect the person will depend on how much he trusts and allows the healing to happen. But the point is that you do not need to do things like that to manifest something in your life. You could literally manifest while meditating, praying, or doing simple spiritual practice. Everything that was created in this physical plane was first created on an energetic level. And that's where your manifestation could start today. You just do not believe in it enough, and that is completely normal. It is very hard to believe in something big happening right away. Your mind just simply won't let you do that. So you have to train your mind and start trusting and surrendering little desires, or maybe even things that you don't care about that much. So start manifesting with little things. So maybe first try manifesting somebody buying you a cup of coffee, and eventually maybe finding $10 in the street, and then finding a perfect partner and getting $1,000. So keep increasing and keep trusting and surrendering bigger and bigger desires. And how successful you will be will depend on how much you trust and how much you're able to surrender. And another very important factor, which is your karma. But that is a big other subject on its own. Thank you for watching and have a blessed day.